I'm here to show our respect, express our heartfelt gratitude, admiration for a great educationist, Dr. Marland. We had the great honor of having his close association with us since 2004. Dr. Marland, million people will remember you, but I'm here to say we will keep you alive in our hearts through our humble work. We all bow to you. Many thanks, Linda, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you. Good night.
Someone once said that life is about creating memories. Michael has created a lifetime of those, a treasure chest full for us to carry in our minds and our hearts forever. We just did a story at Ebony Magazine where I work, which is the 25 coolest black men of all time. If we were to do a list of, say, the 25 coolest people that I know, Michael would surely be on that list. As a young man, I thought that this was the coolest guy I had ever seen. His bow ties, the way he wore his suits, the way he talked, the sort of swagger. And then when I found out that he never drove anywhere, he just took black cabs. And I thought that was so cool. And I told his family, they were baffled when I told them that, I wanted to grow up and be just like him, that he was so cool. And they said, "What are you talking about? He can't even balance his checkbook. How is he?" I had a little difficulty getting here. We have a saying in the United States, wild horses couldn't have kept me away. Hurricane Ike could not have kept me away from here tonight because I wanted to share with you just a few moments and my feelings about this man who was mentor, confidant, editor, most of all, my friend. And I will miss him very much. Thank you very much.
Michael could have been describing himself when he wrote, "The craft won't work without a spirit compounded of the salesman, the music hall performer, the parent, the clown, the intellectual, the lover and the organizer. But the spirit won't win through on its own either. Method matters." I hope that you would agree that these words of Michael's could serve as a fitting epitaph. So thank you, Michael, for a life well lived. You help so many on their journey, and you leave a lasting legacy through your influence and writings, which will continue to enrich and inspire for generations to come.
Mr. Marland's presence was everywhere at North Westminster, and I feel indebted to him for his work, which enabled students like me to have what I would describe as an extraordinary experience. There was something special about North Westminster Community School. I'm sure this did have much to do with its diversity and multicultural character, its sheer size, and yet its hugely personal and friendly environment. I felt I belonged at North Westminster, and this, I'm sure, had much to do with Michael's belief in the tutorial system and the tutor. Generations of students have benefited from Michael's leadership, and we will remember with love the dictaphone, the hair, and of course the bow tie, and his very personal interest in every student. So on behalf of all the students, I would like to say thank you.
I first met Michael in the spring term of 1980. I was a young teacher, and he interviewed me for the newly formed school, North Westminster Community School, to be his head of performing arts. He talked about his vision for the school and for the arts curriculum, and how important the arts were central to what he wanted to do for his new school. It didn't take me long, therefore, during that interview process, to realize that this was someone who was going to have a dramatic effect on my life. He shaped my professionalism. The eternal stream of communication I have to tell you, I learned so much, including when one is in a concert or something like this, you make notes. And Linda, you'll be hearing from me tomorrow. Modest about his achievements, gracious with his praise, generous with his intellect. I shall always remember Michael Marland. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, for affording me the privilege of being able to speak tonight about a great man, a great man. He spoke beautifully about the divide between education and how at heart there is only one child, one learning, one teacher, one country, one world. Powerful, and I believe it deeply. So, 4 snapshots, 4 enduring principles of a great man. Passion for the craft of the teacher. Passion for writing letters, which, as the minister said, she benefited from too. Passion for that unites religions, the spiritual intelligence, and passion for teachers and children, whatever sector they're in, for uniting as the only sane way in which we can possibly live in one country and one world. A great man, my privilege to know him.
What I so greatly admired in him and was envious of was some kind of internal dynamo, which almost self-generating, which seems to produce ideas, thoughts, writing. As somebody said, he wrote beautifully. All these things seem to come out, but from where? And I concluded that what he'd achieved was to live in 2 worlds which he was scrupulous to keep separate. He didn't let one override the other. The one world was the world of education, where he was in the centre, at home, right at home in it, and these ideas flowed from it. And the other was a private world, and it was a world of friends, families, and children. For so many of us, Michael has been, is, and will remain a truly unforgettable presence in our lives.
We met Michael when he accepted an invitation to as a guest speaker. He became a regular visitor, an advisor, and our father. I found Michael to be someone who was so kind, so easygoing, and so easy to talk to, and a friend with a rare sense of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Michael, may you rest in peace.